Hey, boys and girls, moms and dads, grandmas, grandpas, whoever's joining us today. Welcome to our last Shubert story. Tomorrow's our last day of the school year. It's going to be letter Z day because we are going to zip it up and zoom it on out, which means goodbye after tomorrow. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and talk about our Shubert books, what we learned from all of them, and how we can use that every day. So our first Shubert story was Schubert's Big Voice. And you learn how to talk and how to listen with other people. I hope you are using this every single day to solve your problems because you can do it with your big voice. Moms and dads, I hope you have learned how to help your child and how to model the words that they need to use because children don't know what you don't teach them. Our next story was Shubert is a star. It was about how to calm down, to use breathing. It can be a balloon, a drain, a pretzel, a star, anything that works for you. And parents, I hope you learned how to calm yourself before coming into a situation, how to help your student to calm themselves down, because you can't bring gasoline to a fire and expect it to go out. You have to bring water. So you come in calm and it'll help them too. Next was Schubert's Choice, where we learned that you have choices every single day. Parents, you learned that you need to give your kids some choices and always positive choices. If I say, do you want milk or do you want juice, but really I want them to choose milk, it's not really a choice. The next story we had was Shubert Sees the Best. People don't act up, kids don't act up, friends don't act up just to be mean. Sometimes they're having trouble. They have a missing skill or they don't know what words to use. So you can help them by using your calm, helpful words. And then last week we read Schubert's Helpful Day. It was about Lucinda Ladybug, who was having a really tough day. And she came in and she didn't quite make the best of choices. So her classmates and her teacher helped her to calm down, to talk about her problem, and to solve her problem. And we also, parents, saw that children act up as a way to call out for help. They're not usually really good at coming over and saying, I feel angry, I need help, or I feel sad, I need help. You need to see their behaviors as them asking you for help. Come in calm, come in ready, and know just what to do. And so here is our last story, and it's called Shubert, Rants, and Raves. And this story is about limits and consequences. So boys and girls, what this might mean for you is when mommy or daddy say no, that means no. Mom and dad, this might mean that you're looking at the consequences of your children's behaviors in a new light. We'll kind of get into that in a minute. But first, let's talk about this. It's the front cover, spine, and back cover. On the front cover, we see the title, Shubert, Rants, and Raves. And we see the author's name, Dr. Becky Bailey, who wrote the words, and the illustrator, James Rack, who drew the pictures. Ooh, look at this picture. Shubert is bug crazy mad. Let's see what happened. Aha! Here's the beginning of my story, and I see Shubert is in a great mood. So let's see what happens that upsets him so much, and let's see what his teacher does in order to help him. It says, hooray, hooray, a field trip today. Hooray, hooray, I'll play, play, play. Look here. Oh, I see a piece of paper. It says field trip slip. Oh, and I see her field trip slip. It's going in her backpack, but uh-oh. Where's his? It's under the fruit bowl on the table. Is it going in his backpack? That's not going to work. Are you ready for your big day at school? Questions Sarah, Schubert's mom. I'm so excited it's hard to stay still, wiggles Shubert. Well then, let's get those wiggles out. Are your hands ready to go out the door? Shubert chants and claps his hands. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, they are. Are your legs ready to go out the door? Shubert chants and slaps his legs. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, they are. Are your feet ready to go out the door? Shubert chants and stomps his feet. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, they are. Well then, feet, start walking. With more joy than 2 birthday parties in 1 year, Shubert grabs his backpack and heads off to school. At school, Schubert's school family is filled with wiggles, giggles, and glee. Oh, look how excited they are. Today is such a special day. To help everyone calm down, Mrs. Bookbinder calls on Etta, the class star leader, for assistance. Ooh, what do you think she's going to do if her job is called the star leader? She puts on her star glasses, and the class needs to stop, take a deep breath, and relax. Mrs. Bookbinder then asks the class some questions. Are you ready for the field trip and the field trip rules? The class chants, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we are. Are your hands ready to work together? And the class chants and claps, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, they are. Are your feet ready to walk together? The class chants and stomps. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, they are. Mrs. Bookbinder collects all the field trip permission slips from Etta, Crenshaw, Lucinda, and the aunt triplets, Sophie and Benny. The permission slips are part of the school rules to keep us safe. You can't leave the school to go on a field trip without a permission slip from home. When she gets to Shubert, she sees his body is slumped over. His head is down, and his bottom lip is quivering. Shubert, your body is telling me something happened, Mrs. Bookbinder asks. I forgot my permission slip, but I can still go. My mom said it was okay. She knows we're going. She signed the form. I left it on the table at home. Oh, Shubert is very upset. Poor Shubert. I want to wish him well. Oh, Shubert, how disappointing for you. You were so excited about the field trip, but you may not go without your permission slip. It is not safe. You can stay in the library or with Miss Carroll. What's better for you? Shubert did not answer. He turned and started to walk away. Oh, so Shubert is very disappointed and he's very frustrated. He was so excited to go on this field trip, but it is a rule that you cannot go on the field trip without a permission form. He felt his disappointment turn into anger, and his face felt hot. His eyes bugged out of his head, and his lightning bug body glowed a fiery red as his heart pounded so hard that it felt like it might pop out of his chest. He was going on that field trip, and no one was going to stop him. What do you think he needs to do, boys and girls? Perhaps take a deep breath. That might help. Go to the safe place. Maybe talk to a teacher and say he needs some help. Yeah. See what he does instead. Uh-oh. He screamed. I'll rant and I'll rave and I'll break the rules down. Oh, he is so angry. Look at him tearing his clothing. Oh, poor Shubert. Mrs. Bookbinder felt and heard Schubert's anger. She immediately began to breathe so deeply so that she could help him. So parents, this is you coming in calm. Oh, Shubert, this is so disappointing. You were excited about going, but now you cannot. It seems like you're having a difficult time with all those feelings. You can handle this. It is hard, but you can do it. Breathe with me, she says. This is a great way to help your kids calm down, is to come over and say, this is hard, but you can do it. Breathe with me. That's what we do for our feelings buddies too, kiddos. Shubert was not interested in breathing. He was going on that field trip and he shouted, I will get my mom to come to the school and she will fix it. She'll rant and she'll rave and she'll break the rules down. Do you think Mama's really going to come up here yelling? I don't think so. I wonder if Mom has to go to work. If she's at work, then she can't come to this school. And she's not going to come in yelling, is she? No, Mommies and Daddies don't yell. Mrs. Bookbinder continued to help Shubert handle his feelings. It is hard when things seem out of control. You seem so angry, and you don't know what to do with all of your feelings. You can handle this. Breathe with me. Poor Shubert, he doesn't know how to handle all of this anger inside of him. His teacher's trying to help him, but he's not quite ready to listen yet. Shubert was not interested in breathing. He was going on that field trip, and that was that. He screamed, I will get the President of the United States to come to school, and he will fix this. He will rant, and he will rave, and he will break the rules down. Boys and girls, do you think the President is coming to school so that Shubert can go on a field trip? No. His job is to make sure that the country is running and that all the people in it are safe. He doesn't have time to come to one school for one kid for one field trip. Mrs. Bookbinder knew that she needed help. She turned to the class and said, School family, Shubert needs our help. He forgot his permission slip and he will not be going on the field trip. He feels angry and is having trouble handling such a big disappointment. Let's all wish him well. All day long we wish you well, wish you well, wish you well. All day long we wish you well in pre-K. Do you think it's working for Shubert? I think so. He doesn't look quite so mad anymore. Schubert's anger began to fade. Now he feels sadness. Tears come to his eyes. He wishes he'd remembered his permission slip. And after a minute, Shubert chooses to spend the day in the library. So boys and girls, remember, Mrs. Bookbinder gave him a choice. He could either go to the library or go to see Miss Carol. So after he calmed down, he got to make his choice. As he walks to the library, he begins to sing a song. I ranted and I raved most of the day to break down the rules and get my way. I'm breathing now, won't fight anymore. Next time I'm gonna tape the field trip slip to the door. Oh, so look at that. He calmed down, made his decision, and now he's thinking about next time what would be a better choice. The end. So I've got some Mrs. Bookbinder tips and tricks. And boys and girls, parents, these tips and tricks are based off of years and years of studies done with kids. So let's see what they say today. It says, Sarah, Schubert's mom, creates a fun way for Shubert to express his excitement about the field trip rather than trying to get him to settle down. So kids' bodies need to move. They need to be able to express their emotions like excitement. So when he was super excited, she said, okay, let's clap our hands, let's stomp our feet. Are you ready to go? Okay, let's do it. Mrs. Bookbinder leads her excited school family in being a star to calm down, and then lets them get out some of her extra wiggles by clapping and stomping. Mrs. Bookbinder notices that Schubert's body language and verbal language says, she notices his body language and adds verbal language to it by saying, Shubert, your body is telling me something. And that gets Shubert ready to talk to her. So sometimes kids don't know that they're upset. When you go over to them, you say, your body is telling me that you're upset. And then the kids will have the words and they'll be able to start talking to you. Mrs. Bookbinder also sets a limit for Shubert. He did not bring his field trip form, so he may not go on the field trip. She stayed calm while giving him that limit. She stuck to it, didn't change her mind, no matter how angry Shubert got, no matter how much he ranted and raved, no matter what fit he decided to pitch. Because it is very important that children understand that no means no. They get lots and lots of choices throughout the day, but sometimes when it comes to safety especially, there isn't a choice. She also takes lots of deep breaths, helping Shubert to calm down. She gets the school family involved, taking deep breaths, wishing him well, and offers lots of empathy for him because it's hard to feel such big emotions as such a little kid, and they need help in order to calm it down and regulate it. And as Shubert starts getting more and more upset, Mrs. Bookbinder stays consistent and persistent. She continuously says, you can handle this. Breathe with me. But she never changes her mind. And then as she realizes that her using her calm voice and breathing isn't working, she gets some more friends in to help out. So that is it for Shubert, Rants, and Raves. Kids and parents, you are amazing. You can do such hard things every day. I'm so proud of you for it. And I'm so sad that tomorrow's our last day. But that's it for today. So I love you all. I wish you well. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.